Hey there, I'm Taz Singh, and I've been working with communities for as long as I can remember. Fundamentally, communities are made up of people, so this is my journey going to those communities and talking to those people. Come along with me. Tell me more about yourself. So we're in Amsterdam now. Are you from Amsterdam?
No, I'm actually from India, and
India?
Yeah, and I came to Amsterdam via I flew to Amsterdam for the talk. So yeah, I'll be speaking at this conference.
Are you jet lagged or anything?
No, kind of. I don't think so, because I think from India to Netherlands the time gap is I think around 3.5 hours or something.
That's not so bad.
So yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
You can call it a jet lag.
Yeah. Which part of India are you coming from?
I'm coming from Delhi.
From Delhi?
Yeah, Delhi is the capital of India.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, pleasure to have you here. It's awesome to get in person again and finally talk to people like Nikhil, that are coming from so far away.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate. I'm only coming from London. But I have to ask, like, how long was the flight here?
My flight was I think around 9 hours.
9 hours. Okay. Like you win, because my flight was canceled, and so I was stuck in an airport for 8.5 hours.
Oh.
And so I was trying to figure out there if I was stuck at an airport longer than you were stuck in a plane to get over here. But no, he still wins. He still wins. It's still a 9-hour flight. Yeah.
I won.
I'm actually surprised a 9-hour flight's only a 3.5-hour time difference.
Yeah, so basically, I think what they do is when you book a flight, they say that you'll reach in 6 hours. So, but keeping the time lag in mind, it actually takes you 9 hours, 6 plus 3.
Right.
So if you see the official timing on the flight, they say, you'll take 6 hours.
So the official time of the flight was still less than my time in an airport. So
Yeah.
I think I might have this one.
Now is a bigger margin for my win. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm wondering what you're talking about. What's your talk about here?
So my talk is about one of these cool features that now React 18 has given to us, which is React Suspense and Concurrent mode.
Okay.
And with this talk, I actually would want to teach people how you can think, what will be now your thinking angle when you think of making a UX better. So this talk gives another perspective of looking at UX, and also how some small practices can give you big wins when you are making the lives of your users better. So,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's amazing. That's amazing. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot of probably goodness in that talk to unpack. Because is Postman built in React?
Yeah, definitely. Postman is built on React. Yeah. In fact, you can use Postman has its a desktop app which you can use, which is built over on Electron, and it uses the user interface built with React.
Oh wow.
And also you can also use Postman on the web, which is you're just one link away to use the React version of that same Postman's UI onto your web. So
have you started using React 18 at Postman? Is that how you learned about this, or have you learned about it on your own time?
So I've learned it about in my own time. So I'm pretty much sort of a guy who wants to know what's happening at tech, especially at React. So I'm really excited, and I'm really passionate about React and how it's thinking in terms of making how you build UIs. So I really like the concept that they're going forward towards. Also we at Postman are also really excited about React and its features. But since React 18 is very at its initial phase, and people are still trying it out, and even the Facebook team expects some more mature changes in the APIs. We would want to let it be mature first, and then we want to try it out in our real world production code.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
We are really looking forward to it.
I mean, essentially React 18 was only officially released on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And now it's Friday. And so
and here I am with the talk.
And he's got a talk ready to go. We've got a talk ready to go. I feel essentially when I turned 18, nobody was giving a talk. Nobody really cared about my 18th birthday. But here we have Nikhil coming all the way from India to Amsterdam to talk about React's 18th birthday. So I mean, that's kind of a big deal. Does it still count if it's an 18th birthday, if it's the 18th version? I think versioning in years in the open source software space works differently than it does in human years. There's cat years, there's dog years. There's also open source library years. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Where basically most of my projects don't even make it to their first birthday, because they kind of end at 0.01 and 0.02, and then they end at 0.03, and then they never see the light of day. And so it's kind of remarkable to see something get to version 18 in a way, isn't it? all the way there. So version 18, you said it comes with concurrent mode, comes with suspense, comes with a bit more asynchronicity within the actual rendering algorithm itself.
Yep.
You'll be talking about the best ways of leveraging that and the best ways of people to adapt their app for that. So I think that the big news is they finally shipped suspense. Suspense is finally out there in its full glory, server-side rendering, and all of that.
Yeah.
So is there something from there? Because I mean, like Postman, if you're unfamiliar with Postman, essentially, I'm definitely not as familiar with Postman as probably you are. So I'm gonna give a very bad explanation, and then Nikhil can correct me everywhere that I'm wrong. But essentially, my understanding of Postman is it's basically there to make requests. It's literally there for you to formulate a request and then send a request, and then they have like a lot of lovely tooling around request workflows and kind of sharing that with your team and kind of making sure that everyone's on the same page about the request workflows. So I mean, like essentially, literally, you're building asynchronicity and kind of concurrency in a way into the Postman application and kind of runtime itself. And so, I'm curious if you see React 18. You mentioned you're not using it at Postman yet, but I'm curious, which one of those features would you be most looking forward to using in Postman?
Okay, so like in my personal opinion, I think that like using suspense, especially for data fetching, would be like one thing that I'll be like really looking forward to. Like work with with the Postman's UI, and I think like we'll be like able to like do wonders with this API. So like this is one of the thing, and especially and like also like secondly and one of the very most important, which is concurrent mode itself.
Yeah.
Because concurrent mode actually like there's just 3 lines of code that you want to use to just make your app from React 17 to a concurrent concurrent app.
Wow.
So like concurrent mode is amazing. So I would say like concurrent mode and suspense, especially for data fetching, these are going to be my I think the key things that I'm gonna want to try out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Which we are I think like super excited about as well. Yeah.
Amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else that like about Amsterdam? Like, is this your first time in Amsterdam? You've been here before?
Yeah, man, this is my like first time in Amsterdam, and like
wow.
I'm thrilled. Like this, the experience, the beauty. This like it's all surreal.
It's so cool. I love the city,
yeah.
right? It's such a nice
I love
city.
the city. Yeah.
Have you had a lot of time to go out and explore yet, or?
Like I didn't get the time yet because like I just like arrived a day before.
You arrived yesterday?
Yeah, I just like arrived yesterday.
Oof,
so it's been like a very long ride, a very long journey. But
that's a long way.
I'm like really, I just like really want to like go around the streets, travel to like various museums, and see the beauty of Amsterdam. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to
like,
it.
If you just arrived yesterday, basically Nikhil would have arrived. It would have been speakers dinner.
Yep.
And then now you're at a conference all day.
Yeah.
And then how many days do you have to explore?
So I have got maybe today's evening, or and also the whole day for tomorrow.
You have tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm like thinking of like covering mostly the major attractions at Amsterdam, because like Amsterdam is a really beautiful city. Like you cannot cover it like even if you have a week. Like if you want everything to like just sink in, like rather than just like seeing from the outside, I really want to like everything if I see, I want like to sink that experience in.
Yeah.
So I'm like really looking forward to like seeing the like maybe like doing some like river activities there in like, Amsterdam, seeing the Anne Frank Museum or something. So yeah, it's like really exciting. Like once my talk goes over, which like I'm also excited and also nervous about, I'm like really looking forward to go to Amsterdam. So
I'm so sad because like my flight is I need to leave for the airport when his talk starts, so I can't watch your talk live.
You're leaving me too soon, man.
Yeah. But hopefully I can catch it afterwards. But I guess one last curiosity that I have is you're obviously based in Delhi, you said. I'm curious what the community is like over there, because I was speaking with I think Nikhil Sharma a long time ago, like maybe 5 years ago now, back in 2017. And I think she was organizing a lot of events there in Delhi. Like essentially, what's it like with the community there?
Oh, like the community is awesome there. Like if you want to find React fans, you're gonna find them like I think all over the world. So if I talk about Delhi, you have like these really good meetups going around that are like, for example, there's React Fu, which is a conference that usually happens at Delhi. There's JS Lovers. There's React Day. It happens in Bangalore, but yeah, like there's React Delhi NCR. There's also I think Facebook developer circles, which are there in Delhi and like also in other parts of the country, where there are very many developers who come in not just for the conference, but they also come in to like discuss their projects, if there's anything awesome that they've been building, and they want to share this knowledge with everyone who's been coming there. So yeah, it's like you just need sort of an excuse to come together, connect, have a knowledge share. So yeah, it's great.
So if you were to give everyone one excuse to go to Delhi? Is there a conference happening this year that you know of? Is there something in the works that you know of? Like what's that excuse to go visit Delhi?
Oh, I'm like not sure of like what conference is happening, but if like you're interested in conferences, there's Nikhil Sharma and I think Kiran are the guys who you want to talk about. They're like super passionate guys who've been like creating conferences.
Is that Kiran from Bangalore or Kiran?
Yeah, Kiran from Bangalore.
He's a very good old friend of mine. I've met him 5 years ago. Had the pleasure of consulting in Bangalore, and then that's how I met Sid from earlier, and that's how I met Kiran as well. So like they're such good friends of mine. Like I love what they're doing there. So I think Kiran's starting Reactify India.
Yeah.
And so Reactify is actually on Guild, and so hopefully we can kind of get a bit more of a collaboration there, kind of across ecosystems, you know. And so
definitely. Yeah, like looking forward to it. I hope like if anyone is coming to visit Delhi, you gotta try the food first because the food is amazing.
Like every time I talk to Kiran, I talk to him at least like 15 minutes about the food, and I'm like, Kiran, I can't find a good dosa in London. Kiran, help me. Help me. Kiran, help me.
You're gonna go too.
And he hasn't helped me yet. So
no, I can help you on that. Like
where have you been all my life then? If you can't help me, can you help me find a good dosa in London?
Hey, sure. Like you can. Oh, like I'm not sure about London. But
now he can't help me. Now you can see how confident he was about helping me just a second ago.
I'm confident about Delhi. Like you ask me anything, man, and I can tell you the place where you'll find the best food. So
I remember in Delhi, I think there was it was Cafe Coffee Day. And we went to Cafe Coffee Day, and then we got an iced coffee from them, and it was like the most delicious, like iced coffee I've ever had. Like it was just so good. And I think in Delhi as well, there's like the street chaat, like the chaat in Delhi is just amazing. You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
I think there's something that's called momos, or like if you call it them dim sums. So like those are those like what do you call them? They are like vegetables or like some non-vegetarian things which are stuffed into like what do you call as a in a dough or something. So you have a nice circular sort of a vegetable wrap thingies which you can dip in a sauce and you can enjoy them. So
I've never had that.
Those types of like fast foods and like the street foods are really good in Delhi. Like you gotta try that.
I've never had that. I've never had that.
You gotta try those momos if you have been to Delhi. Like momos are like if you would say they are the regional thing that you want to do. Like you want to eat momos once you come to Delhi. Hey, what happened?
I'm in shock right now is what's happened. I'm just like, what? Like, how am I hearing about this here in Amsterdam? You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm just thinking about what you're saying, the words that you're saying, and thinking about that with like, you know, obviously the lovely, like kind of like spice that they put in India and like all the flavors they have in India. And, you know, like for me, I enjoy chaat very much, and I enjoy, I enjoy tandoori, I enjoy tandoor paneer. Like I'm vegetarian, so like, I mean, like the vegetarian food in India is, I think it's probably some of the best vegetarian food in the world. And so it's admittedly last time I was in India was 5 years ago. But every time I go to India, I try to have all the vegetarian food because admittedly being vegetarian, most places around the world you have like 3 things on the menu, and then like it makes it easy for me because I pick like, you know, one of those 3 things. But I'm not used to having like full menus of vegetarian food where like once I have it, I need to like have every single thing on that menu just to kind of know what it is. And I haven't had this, so I mean I think that's a great reason to go.
Yeah, sure. Like I would like highly recommend doing this, and like you'll love it. You'll not regret it. It's great.
That's amazing. Well, there's, I guess, a few good excuses to go to Delhi. The community there is happening. You can go see Neha or Kiran. You can go see Nikhil, of course. It was Nikhil, right?
Yeah, Nikhil.
Perfect. I remembered your name. I wasn't sure if I said the wrong name for a second. But I'm terrible. I'm terrible with naming things. As they say, the most difficult things in tech are naming things and then off by Nikhil errors. And so
you can remember it like by a metal whose name is Nickel.
You know what? Now I'm never gonna forget that.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna forget.
You'll not forget it now.
It's kind of like 50 Cent, and then there's Nickel.
Yeah. Most people like call it the same way. Like they call me Nickel.
But anyway, buddy, pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
It was really good talking, and go visit him in Delhi.